Thank you, John. We begin with some shocking news that hits close to home this morning. A Warren County native was found murdered in Boulder, Colorado. Investigators say at least 3 different states are asking for the public's help in locating the remainder of Ashley Mead's body, which was partially discovered in a gas station dumpster in Oklahoma. Officers in Boulder, Colorado say 25-year-old Mead went missing Sunday after she did not show up to work. They located part of her body in a dumpster not far from where police arrested 32-year-old Adam Densmore and recovered the couple's 13-month-old child. Densmore has been charged with first-degree murder. Police say they believe other parts of her body could be in a missing purple suitcase that could be anywhere from Arkansas to Louisiana. Mead is a 2010 graduate of Sheffield High School, and according to the Times Observer, the mother of 2 has immediate family members currently living in Warren County. It is 8:02 this morning, and if you are waking up and planning to head out in the McCain area today, you should be aware that Route 99 remains closed this morning as state police are investigating a deadly accident. This happened just after midnight near 9393 Edinburgh Road. Emergency response crews were called to the scene for a 3-car accident involving a black SUV, a white car, and a silver car. Police have confirmed that 1 person was killed in the accident. However, they cannot confirm any more of those details, but they do say this is an active investigation. Now, according to our crew on the scene, Lifestar helicopter was called to transport one of the patients. Witnesses say a female patient was pulled from a black SUV and transported by helicopter. We are also receiving early reports that 1 male fled the scene on foot and was later taken into police custody. Once again, state police say this is an active scene and an active investigation. They're not sure when Route 99 will reopen. However, we will keep you up to date with those details as they become available. Erie News Now is following another crash that left one 67-year-old man dead yesterday. This happened on West Grandview Boulevard and Peach Street just before 2 in the afternoon. Investigators say a Ford was heading east on West Grandview when it was hit by a Chevrolet driving south on Peach Street. An 18-year-old Erie man was behind the wheel of that vehicle. Both vehicles suffered heavy damage. The accident remains under investigation and the names of the drivers have not yet been released. I did just get off the phone with Mill Creek Police, who say they will continue to investigate throughout the weekend. Now take a look at this video of another serious accident to report out of Jamestown, New York on Friday afternoon. This one happened around 4:30 on I-86 eastbound. Officials tell Erie News Now a 24-year-old Brandon Mickelrith Hotchkiss was life-flighted to UPMC Hammett after emergency crews found him unresponsive at the scene. According to reports, the driver suffered a medical condition which caused him to veer off the road. The condition of Hotchkiss is unknown, and first responders continue to investigate this morning. Now, with all of this news of accidents, some new numbers show that local roads are becoming an increasingly more deadly place. Preliminary numbers from PennDOT show the number of crashes in northwestern Pennsylvania has jumped 1% from 2015 up to a whopping 17% nationally. Those numbers are worse, with 40,000 fatal crashes last year, up 6% from 2015 and 14% from 2014. The biggest 2-year increase in nearly 50 years. There's no clear pattern causing the accidents, but PennDOT says a growing trend of distracted driving may be to blame.
It's not just the cell phones, it's any type of distraction, whether it be somebody else in your vehicle or, messing around with the radio or trying to light a cigarette, anything like that.
Northwestern Pennsylvania's numbers are down from a peak in 2013 when there were over 6,000 crashes. 106 of those were fatal. Well, a 66-year-old man is dead this morning after flames broke out in a Venango County garage. The fire started just before 5 yesterday afternoon in a detached garage in the 500 block of Bankson Road in Cornplanter Township. The victim has been identified as Carrie Bruce Fry. State police say Fry was likely the only person in the garage at the time. Investigators still do not know what started that fire. State police in Franklin continue to investigate, and we will bring you those details as they become available. It is 8:05 this morning, and the American Red Cross organization is waking up with some extra cash in their pockets to help those who've been displaced after a fire ripped through an Albion apartment complex. Friday afternoon, the GE Community Fund presented the Red Cross with 2 donations. First, a $15,000 check for Albion fire relief, plus an additional $5,500 for the Red Cross Home Fire Campaign. A fire destroyed the Barnett Building apartment complex, leaving more than 60 people homeless. Investigators say that fire was intentionally set in a storage closet on the 3rd floor, then spread through the 65-unit apartment. 34-year-old Charlie Beck is accused of setting the blaze and is facing arson charges. Well, it is back to business for a local car dealership that's recovering after a fire heavily damaged the facility nearly 3 weeks ago. Renovations on the Humes Chrysler dealership in Waterford continue this morning, but General Manager Matt Clark tells Erie News Now all of the departments are back open. Repairs continue inside of the dealership's service department where the fire broke out on January 30th. Clark says it could be a few more months before things are fully operational. An emergency response trailer will be on site through Tuesday to finish the job.
It was a whole army of sorts of folks here working around the clock. I mean, it's been very impressive to see the organization that's been taking place, but it's around the clock work has paid off. We're real happy.
Well, if this warm weather has got you dreaming of sailing on the Erie Bayfront, you're not alone. The flagship Niagara is doing their part to raise money for some sailing programs. Last night marked the 4th annual wintertime at the Maritime, and portions, of course, go to their sailing program. It's an 8th grade program that will be happening once the weather warms up. The outdoor event allows the community to stay engaged with the flagship Niagara League when the flagship is winterized. The night included cannonball bowling and a funky winter hat fest. So it looks like a lot of fun out there, and of course, we're getting greeted by those warm days this afternoon.
Yeah, it almost feels like sailing weather. Well, not so much. The water is cold out there, but a beautiful day, lots of sunshine, and lots to do outside. But of course, there's things to do inside.
Yeah, you know, these events get planned with the hopes that it'll be a snowy weekend. But if you are looking to get out and about today, you might want to head over to the Bayfront Convention Center. That's where we find our Sierra Tufts, who's joined by a friend. Sierra, who's that?